Why does this keep recording? Okay. Okay, I think. Alright. Okay, hold on. I think we. Hold on. Okay. Hi. I'm not editing anything. So, yeah, it's been forever since I've, like, done a video. You know, I did those short things and stuff like that. But, and it really didn't, I got tired of that too, you know. I find myself getting tired and irritable regarding things. And what I've learned is that in everything that I've been doing, like I've been creating spaces, and they've been healthy spaces, but what I noticed is that they've all been spaces really geared for someone else and not necessarily me. Even on Instagram, when I post about on Instagram, or when I was, trying to do TikTok or Facebook, those things were always geared towards someone else. Whether it's meant to inspire somebody else or do something for someone else or promote something for someone else. But it wasn't really like specifically for me, and I mean as in me personally. And what happened is I sat down and started looking at all these pieces, right? All the things that I touch. And what I came up with is that none of them specifically hold space for me. And excuse me as an individual. And so I had to stop and think about when was the last time I felt like I was holding space for myself. And I realized that it was when I was like doing YouTube videos. And I really wasn't necessarily, I was doing like hair tutorials, but it was fun. It was interacting with y'all. It wasn't something that was super serious all the time. And I think that is what I have been really missing. Like just a space that's genuinely focused on me, and I'm reading stuff, y'all. Genuinely focused on me and not anybody, not anybody else. And so I was just like, you know what, let me start, coming back into let me start coming back into myself, to where I'm like, you know what, this is for Laquanda, and what I'm talking about is for Laquanda, and it's Laquanda that I want to hear it first. And that's where I am right now. It's like I want to know that I'm seeing about myself in a way that isn't, oh, let me see about myself and then advertise it to other people. But it's like, okay, let me see about myself, not just like in the private things that I do, but let me see about myself in those things that are more public facing. So it's like if I'm going to hop on YouTube, let it be something, you know, that's Laquanda related. You know, and not necessarily like an update and or things like that, but just something that I actually enjoy. And I think because I've always taken mental health and mental health advocacy so seriously, and you know, has been very, very successful across the country in doing it, that I kind of started making that too much of my personality. You know, it's like, oh, I'm Laquanda, I'm the mental health advocate. Oh, I'm Laquanda, I talk about stuff on wellness, and you know, those are great things to talk about. But I also like, okay, who is Laquanda, you know, outside of those spaces, and you know, what does she do when she's happy? What what does what do those things look like? And I was like, I know what they look like in terms of, oh, let me do this for self-care, right? I know what those things look like in terms of self-care, but I'm like, when it's just like outside of self-care and it's just like, let me just have the time of my life, like what does that look like for me? And so it's like I'm just in a position now where I'm just like, I have to reclaim these spaces. Reclaim this space for myself, and just figure out what certain things look like for me. I guess that's what I'm saying. What certain things look like for me, what certain things may be, for me as a whole, right? Because there's so many changes happening. Y'all know that girl that I call my daughter. Y'all know that little girl that used to be on this channel with me is graduating from high school. This stuff is wild. My daughter was I want to say 8 when I started my YouTube channel. 8 years old. And now she's graduating from high school. That is a long time. And so much in the realm of social media has changed, and it's like certain things I don't necessarily like. Like I enjoy TikTok. I enjoy TikTok up and down. I enjoyed it so much that my phone let me know that a week or two ago I had spent 40 hours that week on TikTok, just staying up in the middle of the night for hours watching TikToks. And I was like, no, I'm losing too much time in that space, right? And so I'm like, okay. So I made a decision to delete the app so that I could start, reclaiming that time. And I realized something else was bothering me. Like I don't like, like on Instagram, I don't like reels, right? Like when we had the videos and stuff like that, that was fine. But everything is like a video. It's like I missed those pictures and the imagery and really sitting down and reading the caption. And it's like I wanted to go back to a space where everything didn't seem so random, right? Because here on YouTube, when I come on YouTube and look at my subscribers, nothing else is popping up in that feed, right? Like, those are the people that I want to support. Those are the videos I want to watch. And I want that simpler space back. And I was like, and I get it. Like, if you don't move with as things change, then yeah, you can pretty much, you can get left behind, And for me, I'm kind of at the point to where I think I'm okay with that. Because there's a lot of things that I've done and that I'm happy that I've had the opportunity to do. But I don't want to. It's just certain things I like to stay the same. There's certain things that I would like to stay the same, and there's certain things that I would want to change in life. But when it comes to like my presence on social media, I kind of like felt like that pressure and that rat race of trying to put out so many videos, so much content, so people would find you, and that everybody, the algorithm, and I've been shadow banned, and it's like, I don't know, it just became, it's like it's too much. And like, and on TikTok, like, I'm like virtually invisible. Well, was virtually invisible. The account is still there. I just got rid of the app. It's like I don't have that many followers, but it was still like this pressure to like put out stuff or come up with things to say, to see if it'll be my chance to go viral. And I was like, when I did natural hair videos, I didn't have like that concern, right? Because what I would do, and some of y'all know this, like, I would do my video and post my pictures in the groups that I were in. You have like conversation and dialogue, and it was really, really good. People would ask you questions, and your response, and it was just like, for me, it was amazing. And my channel like always stayed kind of small. And especially when I deleted most of my natural hair videos, most of my hair tutorials, and just decided to like focus it on wellness and coaching of things like that. Obviously my growth in certain areas with my channels, stopped, because that wasn't the original reason why people follow me. Now, professionally, that helped my career, because that information like helped ground me even further in my mental health advocacy career. And so from a professional viewpoint outside of social media, changing and shifting gears and content, was very beneficial for me in the long run. But, you know, I missed I missed like how simple things were. And like now, I have, people are like, okay, if you're gonna post, post things to YouTube, and then you gotta have it have it in the right format so it can be a reel, and then don't forget to post it to TikTok and post it on Facebook if you can. And it's just so much. It's just so much. It's so much to have to do now, to just say things, to say things, and to feel like what you're saying is meaningful. And I think I never had that issue, right? I never had that issue in thinking that. Okay, hold on. Next completed for about a minute. Next, add its ovals to the mixture, and then continue to stir for let the product stand for 5 minutes before applying it. Okay, so it's like I never had like I didn't have that issue when we were. Oh dear Lord. I'm sorry, y'all. I shouldn't be saying Lord, because that's not my religion belief. But Lord is across any religions. Many religions. Oh, goodness. But, no, I'm not asleep. But yeah, it was nice. I was really happy. I was happy with, let me rephrase that a certain way. I was happy that it was simpler. It was simpler to present who I was to people. Like when I did the Holy War series, it wasn't this drawn out thing, to do, like putting things on 5, 6, 7, social media platforms and hope it takes off. And then worry about platforms being biased and racist and all this other stuff. So I was happy that it wasn't a difficult process to just be myself online. And even though, like, I'm very happy with the content that I've put on online since transitioning, most of my content into, the wellness industry, it started feeling like that rat race. It started feeling like that rat race. And I was just like, okay, I gotta do this. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. And I'm kind of like, I don't want to do all those things. And it's like, if I don't do that and I just say, hey, I'm on YouTube, like, that's where you will hear my voice. That's where you will see my face. Will I miss things for that? Because for the longest, how I get my news, right, has been like on certain social media things, and really a lot of on TikTok. That's how I find things out. And I was like, you know what? I'm digesting too much. And I really need to just pull back. And I was like, look, I can read news articles. I know when certain things are biased. Yes, I may not know about certain things as quickly because I don't have things anymore, certain things anymore. But I am removing the pressure that I placed upon myself to be a part of this. I want to go viral, things like I have to release myself from that because it takes the joy away from me of what I like doing, and it prevents me from wanting to do certain things. Like I love the girlies videos that seem to have that super crisp light and white clean cut backgrounds and the great music and stuff like that, because I used to do that stuff, and I'm just like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And I know it's not. I know it's not, and I've tried everything to get myself like motivated. I had a whole office space dedicated specifically to do videos and to have an aesthetic background, and I put time and money into that, and I was just like, it's still not working, it's still not doing what I needed to do. It's just like it's not and all of that was because y'all, I was just forcing myself to do it because I was afraid that I was going to get left behind, and I was afraid that that what I had to say no one would hear it. And I have to let go of that. Like I'm currently in the process of letting go of thinking I have to be seen in order to be heard. And that is the thing that I'm reminding myself, because you don't have to be seen in order to be heard. Like, I don't need 1 million people to hear my voice in order to know what I'm saying and what I do has an impact. And to be honest, when you're not seen, you can get a lot more done, because you don't have to worry about those expectations. You don't have to worry about the boundaries that anyone else may try to set on your behalf. When you're not seen, I just feel like you can get more work done. I just feel that way. And I think one thing that I have to do is, and as I said before, it's like some of my platforms just have to become, this is where, hey, I got this doll, and it makes me happy, and where I can be Laquanda the person and not Laquanda the advocate, right? Like, I can talk about, hey, I didn't know if my relationship was gonna make it. It's like, and I think that's the part that I missed, because when I was Laquanda the person, I think, and doing hair videos allowed me to be Laquanda the person, because it was focusing on my hair, and even though I was dealing with battling episodes of depression and stuff like that and mania through on and off, it's like, but I was still grounded in Laquanda the person. It wasn't Laquanda the professional. And, I think now people, they're full-time content creators and that's their livelihood. And I was like, I knew that was never going to be me because, mental health has always been, has been my career almost for the past 20 years. I'm in year 17, so almost for 20 years. But I just think that at this point, that I just want, again, to hold space for Laquanda, the person. If I talk about relationships stuff, I want it to be about my relationship. If I talk about depression or anxiety, I want to talk about my depression or anxiety. And, I don't want to talk about anybody else's. Like, I have to start talking about me again. And I think this is just where I'm gonna do that. It's just like when I talked about the Holy War series, when I did the Holy War series, the OGs know that one. When I did the Holy War series, that was about me. That was about my whole journey with spirituality versus, my sexuality. So, I have to get back to that base and that space and pull myself away from the trendy sounds, the trendy transitions, and not that I was a part of a lot of them, but feeling that need that, I gotta use this sound for something, I gotta use this thing, just pull myself back to the basics of Laquanda the person and presenting Laquanda the person to y'all, because I think that will help me more than Laquanda trying to be the Laquanda life coach or Laquanda the mental health advocate. Laquanda the wellness. The wellness person. I just feel like, like Laquanda the person is more authentic than not necessarily authentic, but pours more into myself, talking about my experiences than other stuff, because I give and give and give a lot to other people, and I just realized, like, I don't have a space that's specifically where I am holding true space for myself, not in context of, this is my self-care plan. Like I said before, like, I have those things, but like where I can just, just like what I'm doing right here, sitting here with a t-shirt and gloves on. Y'all know what's gonna happen. But just my exhale place, and where I'm not like overly concerned about things. Like I just want it to be ease. And I just felt like I'm feeling like, my attempt to have these different presence across social media is taking me away from that ease, because I'm like, are the captions on? Did I use the right hashtags and stuff like that? And I was like, I don't want to do that rat race. I don't want to do that rat race. I want to come on, upload my unedited video, and whoever watches it watches it. And go on about my personal business and chat with y'all in the comments too. But that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. So after I finish the dark deed, I am going to be washing my hair with this creamy stuff right here. But they have this replenisher thing, but I'm using this and this. After I do that, I am going to go in, because I use Melanin hair care products, because I really like them, and my daughter's hair loves them. And so I'm going to I'll probably not use this, depending on how my scalp feels, because it has that tea tree in it. So I may use a little of this in there to soothe if any of that needs to be done. But I had to go back, since my hair is going to be processed, I had to go back to my Holy Grail for conditioner. And if you're OG, then you know I use Garnier Fructis Triple Nutrition when I was relaxed and had hair down my butt, hair down my back. When I went natural, you know, this puppy right here. So I had to go back in. I gotta go back in with that one. Now my hair is still relatively short, so it's not at the length that traditionally I would apply this into my hair. So my goal is, you can't see, but my daughter's Rev Air is behind me, and so I am going to use the Rev Air to dry my hair, and then I'm going to put my hair in like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 7 ponytails, loose ponytails, and then I'm with the ends, I'm gonna put like these sponge rollers on it. This is actually, I don't know if it's this exact one, but I used to use a polisher on my hair, so this is what I'm going to use. So the whole goal is, after I excuse me, unedited video, after I finish rolling my hair overnight, when I wake up in the morning, I am going to wrap my hair and throw a wig on, and we'll see how it goes. If I need a trim, it won't happen this time. It will happen the next time that I wash my hair. So that is the plan for that. So I will talk to y'all later. The reason why you're not seeing this is a tutorial video or watch me do this is because this stuff can damage your hair. And that's just reality. You know, it can damage your hair. And I don't like the whole, oh my gosh, I don't know. Let me not do that because it's wrong. I don't like the let me show a picture of the relaxed hair. Not relaxed hair, but the process. I don't like the shock value thing. You know, shock value and the reason why, the 15-minute reason why speech. I just want to wrap my hair, and I don't want to get no silk press. That's it. My hair grows pretty fast, so I'll probably do this again. It's June, July, August, September, October. So in 4 months in October, right in time for homecoming. That's probably when I'll do it again, because I normally in the past only did this every 4 to 6 months, usually every either twice or 3 times a year. But since I am growing my hair back out from being shaved, from being bald, it's probably going to be every 4 to 6 months that that this takes place. But yeah, all right, y'all. So thank you for just listening to me. Just express myself. I actually feel a lot better, like getting, like, grounding myself in LaQuanda's experiences again. So I will talk to y'all later. I would like to say that I'm going to be on, you can catch me on Instagram, but you probably won't. You probably won't, but you can always go to the website, healing. No, let me not say that, because I don't want to pull that in this space. So let me not even say that, because this is my space. This is my space. This is not that advocacy space. This is my space. Yes. So, if you see me on Instagram, it would always be a picture only. No more videos. That is what I will say. And that is my first name, LaQuanda. So, I hope y'all have a great evening, morning, or whatever time you're watching this. I know it's long, but it's going to be like that sometimes. All right. Bye, y'all.